All right, and now for the big whopper of the day. Do you want war with Russia? Because this shit right here is how you get war with Russia. U.S. may send fighter jets to Ukraine. Forget the rest of the headline, none of it matters. A top U.S. military general says the United States and its allies are considering providing Ukraine with fighter jets. A decision that would sharply escalate the level of weaponry being sent to Kiev and also sharply escalate the Russian response to that bullshit. The amount of Twitter ass hattery with people with Ukrainian flags in their bio saying, we need to install a no fly zone, as if a no fucking fly zone is just some pacifist dome we put over Ukraine and say, no, no, naughty Russia. No. Installing a no-fly zone means blowing Russian planes out of the sky, and that would be an escalation. That would be an act of war, and Russia would not be very pleased that you are blowing their aircraft out of the sky. And that would, increase tensions, cause more aggressions. An armed response would be most likely to occur should you be so stupid as to start knocking Russian aircraft out of the skies because you're butting your nose in shit no one wants you butting your nose in. Now, General Charles Brown of the the Air Force Chief of Staff said the jets could come from the U.S. or its allies. I can't speculate what aircraft they go to, he says in an interview. Motherfucker, you are the Chief of Staff of the Air Force. If you cannot speculate what aircraft is going where, saying that the U.S. could send jets to Ukraine, you are either full of shit or you are lying. Either you have no intention of sending jets to Ukraine and you're just trying to test the waters, or you know damn well where you're sending the jets. Pick a story. So, Zelensky has pleaded for fighter jets for months. No shit, because Russia has air supremacy. And they've been a major stumbling block into his efforts to repel the invasion. In other words, Zelensky has not been repelling the Russian invasion. The Russians own the skies. They could, at any point in time, blow out the infrastructure of the Ukrainian landmass. They could blow out power lines. They could blow out water plants. They could do the American tactic of going into an area, blowing out all the infrastructure, making the area completely unlivable and untenable to live in, make people move out, cause a huge migration crisis, or the Russians might have a different agenda in mind. They might actually have a different tactic when it comes to dealing with a neighborly dispute when Zelensky and Ukraine decided to join NATO when they fucking shouldn't have, and Russia decided, no, bitch, you belong to us. You are our neighbor, and we demand good relations. Which is essentially what the war is about. But anyways, in March, the U.S. and NATO scuttled Poland's proposal to send its Russian-built MiGs to Ukraine. Well, with good reason, because that would be seen as assisting Ukraine and would, escalate Russian aggression. The White House National Security spokesman said at the time that the proposal might be, quote-unquote, mistaken as escalatory and could provoke a Russian military confrontation with NATO, which is exactly what Vladimir Putin said he would do. And look, I'm just going to repeat this story because it's worth repeating. The Prime Minister of Israel, I don't know his name because I'm an American and your leaders don't matter. Anyways, the Prime Minister of Israel, as if Joe Biden matters, I take it back. I take it all back. In any case, the Prime Minister of Israel decided to pay a visit to Moscow in the Kremlin with Vladimir Putin, and he did so, notably, in the Israeli press while traveling on Sabbath, which, if you are Jewish, is a big, big, fat no-no, unless the effort is made to save life. According to their faith and their religion, traveling on Sabbath, taking on business on the Sabbath is death is preferable unless you are going forth to save life, limb, and the biblical phrase is the ox in the mire, something that is pressing, something that needs to be taken care of now. And so, in that spirit of Mosaic law and loopholes and shenanigans that the chosen people are known for and that we all love them for, um, he did go to the Kremlin, and then he came back. And people asked him, "Is Putin serious?" And he said, "Putin's dead serious. Stay the fuck out." And from that meeting, Vladimir Putin has cemented his relationship with Assyria, with Iran, and with all of the other OPEC buddies, the oil people that will not return Joe Biden's calls, mind you, and has cemented his power and position internationally as a powerhouse and as a sovereign state to operate in Ukraine. And these assholes in the West, Joe Biden's chief of staff of the Air Force, is saying, "We might send planes over there." No, bitch, you better not. Because no one wants this shit. No one wants war with Russia. No, everyone wants to stay the fuck away from Russia. So that's where we should stay, bitches. And so they're making noises again. They're trying to butter you up. They're trying to get you prepped for the incoming war with Ukraine. It's a load of crap. Don't buy it. We're not. Do not let them bully you into thinking that we have to go to war. We have to send the jets. We have to establish no-fly zone. It's all full of shit. Don't let them get away with it. That's all, everyone. Stay carnal, and God bless. Bye-bye.